What's up guys, Card Protagonist here. Today I'll be doing an all-new deck profile on my Star Guardian Jackknife deck from Star Dragon World. Star Dragon World features awesome utility with the help of Cross Knights, aka size of monsters with dragon arms in its name. They go into souls of Neo Dragons to give them brand new abilities to fight against their opponents. So it's a really cool deck, and this is one of my favorite decks because it has a really awesome design and it's like the future Dragon World. It's a very futuristic design, so I dig it. And that's Jack, which, yeah, my buddy. So I'm going to go on the deck profile and explain all new cards that I've gotten. And yeah, Star Dragon World recently got their support from BuddyFight All-Stars, and it's given them tons of awesome support, like brand new Dragon Arms. So I'm going to go through the deck profile and explain, and tell me how you guys think at the comments below. Alright, first, the buddy you play is Star Guardian Jackknife. Call cost by paying 1 gauge. When this card enters the field, put a card from your drop zone into it. Put a monster card from your drop zone into its soul. So most of the time is what you want to do is you want to have a Dragon Arms in the drop zone so that you can equip it for free. So you get a +1 just like that. What we normally do in first turn is, let's say we have in our opening hand we have Jack and a Dragon Arm. We'll charge away the Dragon Arm, summon Jack, pay that 1 gauge, then you can put the Dragon Arm in. So yeah, you could actually use the gauge paid to equip into your Jack. So it's a very simple card, very awesome card, because this is the very basic. This card is the very basics of Star Dragon World in order for you to cross knights. So yeah, cheap cost for very good stats, 5, 3, 6, very awesome. So we use him as buddy because most of the time this guy is the one that we're going to be calling. Alright, for the great size 3s we play 3, the Law. He's a very awesome card. He's a promo, a dominant promo. So what you do is, at the call cost 2, when this card enters the field, you can search your deck for a card, any card. What we do is we normally search for the cross knights we want, so that we can set up our drop zone. Right. So search your deck for any card and put it into your soul, and shuffle your deck. So just like that. And he has Soul Guard, a very good, very tanky stat, 737. 7 is a very tanky stat because most of the time your opponent's got to link attack just to kill it. And to kill it, they mostly only leave one monster and he will stay on the field for at least 1 turn. This guy's main purpose is to, he's a perfect opening hand because he allows you to set up your drop zone early game. What you want to do is set up the drop zones for Dragon Arms that you need. For example, because it allows you to search for any cards. And for Dragon Arms case, you want to have them in your drop zone, not in your hand. So he's really good. Awesome. Pay 3 copies. Alright, for size 2 we play 4. Jackknife Superior Plasma. He's the new Jack from the Body All-Stars. His ability is pay 2 gauge call cost. Yes, it's a bit steep, but Star Dragon World doesn't have a problem with gauge because they are, most of the costs are pretty cheap and they have Blue Dragon Shield. However, this card has an awesome ability. When this card enters your field, you may call up to 1 size 1 and 1 size 0 Dragon Arms from your drop zone and into separate Regard circles, separate circles. So yeah, you can basically just call like this, and of course you can once again just cross knight them straight away. So he instantly gains +2 soul, which is very strong, and 2 souls more of the time is going to give you all the random effects. It's not random, it's like definite. It's all the very powerful effects into him, and he's a very good stats. So basically, you're gonna +2 when you call him. That's why he's so good. However, he does require you a bit of setting up, which is not difficult because most of the time I can dump Dragon Arms really easily with my deck. And yeah, he's an awesome card. Play him at 4. Of course, my buddy Star Guardian Jackknife. 4 copies of Star Guardian Jackknife because he is Star Guardian Jackknife, and he's the most basic form of Cross Knights engine. Pay 1 gauge, enter the field, put a monster and drop into soul. Cross Knights, yeah, he's Jack. Jack's awesome. Alright, next is size 1s, where all our Dragon Arm system come in. 4 of the new from the Buddy All-Stars, All-Star set. Dragon Arms Radiant Armor. When this card's in let me use Jack as an example. When this card is in a Neo Dragon, I use a Buddy variant. When this card is in a soul of a Neo Dragon, when you are at 6 life, or less, you can pay 1 gauge. If you do, the new dragon gains a double attack. So 3 crits double attack, just like that. Basically, he is the equivalent of the Saber from Kaiserion. So he's a very important new card. He gives the new dragon a double attack, which is awesome. And even if you play him, you can just like, oh, let's say a 6 life or less, you call him, you can put inside double attack and with a 7k defense. Very, very good. So yeah, it's a new staple in Star Dragon World, because without him, you'll be lacking your offense. 4. Size Zeros, Dragon Arms Garbel Anchor. Yeah. He is one of the best Dragon Arms in the set, and he Japanese has gotten him quite long ago, but in the English set he hasn't been released because he was a promo until today. His ability is when this card is in the soul of a new dragon. When your opponent casts a spell, you may put this card from your soul into your drop zone, pay 1 gauge and pay 1 life. If you do, nullify that spell. So what I would like to do, this card is so good because, for example, let's say imagine your fields like this, and some random weapon. Let's say this is your field. What I like to do is, if I want to finish your opponent off this tripling, most of the time at this stage your opponent won't be at probably 8 or 7 life because he at least take 1 hit. Or so you use a green dragon shield, too bad, I just nullify it. So you won't be able to do anything. So you have to take 8, just like that. And best part is, if you call Jackknife, you probably is in the drop zone, just equip it, link attack, game. This is how good this deck is. This deck is really bursty. This is the plus of the deck, because it allows you to burst out really fast. So 4 copies because he's so good. Next is 4. Dragon Arms Vogel. Vogel is also another really nice Dragon Arm because he allows your Jackknife to move. When this card's in the soul of a Neo Dragon, that monster gains move. So Jackknife can move to protect your life. So they can store for late game. When you see the opportunity, you can use either one of these to just finish off your opponents. So great card. You must balance between defense and offense. 1 copy of Baby Jack. Isn't he just the cutest thing? You cutie thing, yes. Yes, play 1 because it's awesome. Activate. While it's on the field, his skill is call a size 2 new dragon from the drop zone. On top of the card, I pay its call cost. So let's say you need a Jack. Oh yes, a mini Jack. Cool. Okay, I summon Jack. From the drop zone, I can add Jack. Jack skill. Okay, by paying the call cost, I can activate skill. Yeah. So I have a nice move with double soul. So it's just a backup Jack. 1 copy because it's my little buddy. And finally, 1 copy of the new Countdown of the Distant Days. Apparently, Countdown has gotten younger. Apparently. Now, his ability is after a battle of this card, you may return this card to your hand. It's a size 0, so he's a really awesome card. Besides Jack, you can, like, once per turn, at least poke your opponent for 1 damage, return to your hand. You can use it for other. It's mostly used as a additional 1 damage. So, like, you have the guard formation with your weapon. You can attack with him, return to your hand, attack. Then next turn you can do the same thing because he probably won't die because he's escaping on the field every turn. Very nice card. Alright, let's get on to the spells. The spells is 4. Earth Barrier. Earth Barrier is basically Green Dragon Shield. You may only cast this card if you are being attacked. The only bad thing is if your Jack is being attacked, you won't protect your Jack. You only protect your life. So use him wisely. It's there to protect your life, but it is like a balanced Green Dragon Shield. 4. Proto Barrier. Proto Barrier is the Blue Dragon Shield version. You only cast it if your attack he attack your life points. Nullify the attack and put the top card into your gauge. So charge 1 gauge. Awesome. Dragon Arm Factory. I play tons of Dragon Arms, so this is a very good card. Basically, his ability is cast cost, discard a Dragon Arms from my hand. So most of the time when we play Jack deck, we want the Dragon Arms inside the drop zone. So effect is discard Dragon Arms, draw 2 cards. So he helps recycle, fix your hand problems if you have too many Dragon Arms, and yeah, he speeds up your deck a lot. So this deck is really fast because he has a very nice draw engine. By discarding Dragon Arms which you don't really want in your hand, because you can always dig out with your Jacks. Yeah. 1 copy of Space Building Pouch. I play it because my friend gave it to me. It's a shiny card. Awesome. Very interesting ability. When a Dragon Arm enters your field, aka by all your effects, you can get your Dragon Arms for free, or you just summon onto your field too. So before you cross lines, you have to put from your field to cross lines. put the top card of your deck into your gauge. So charge 1 gauge. You can only activate once per turn. If your life will become 0, you can put this card from your into your drop zone and check the top card of the deck. If it's a spell, you gain 2 life and you won't die. So this is I've only played 1 copy just because it's a pretty fun card to play, and it does save life sometimes. And this actually gives your opponent a nasty idea like, oh shit, he might actually survive, you know that. So they might have to think too much, and sometimes you may cost them the game. 1 copy of memory card, Planet Memory. He's our Dragonic Grimoire. So you only can cast if you have 5 life or less. Discard your entire hand and draw 3 cards. So why use him? This card is very good in this set because to be honest, most of the cross knights is very flexible. So imagine your hand, you have full of cross knights and 1 memory card. So what I will do is, since I have Jack on the field, I just got to chuck in everything into the soul and then use memory and draw 3 free cards. So like this. The reason why it's awesome in Star Dragon World is because your side swords are very flexible. They are able to chuck into your soul so that you won't lose the advantage, like just drop your whole hand. So you can just put into the soul and draw the 3 cards. So it's very nice draw power. A free draw power, I guess. And finally for the weapons, new weapons as well. 4 Cosmo Saber Gold Ritter. Gold Ritter became a sword and it's very good. Equip cost, pay 1 gauge. So pay 1 gauge for a 5/2 weapon is awesome. 5k2. And when there's 3 or more cards in the soul of card on the field, this unit gets +2 crit. So with cards like Superior Plasma, getting 3 soul is really easy. So it is a 4 crit weapon. Oh my god. Imagine that 4 crit weapon linking attack together and getting finished off by Gabriel Ankle. So yeah, 4 crit, 4 plus Jack 3, 7, yeah, 9 damage, instant 9 damage for 1 gauge. Get wrecked. So another effect is why this sword, this is one of the best weapons in the game. His second effect is discard this card from your hand and pay 2 gauge. If you do search your deck for another one card of 1 monster with Jackknife and add it to your hand. So you can, if you let's say this card won't be a dead draw. So let's say you need a Jackknife monster on, I need to top draw a monster. Like top draw. Oh, okay, cool. I can still discard, pay 2 gauge and search out for my Jackknife and finish off my opponent. Then how we finish off? Yeah, Gabriel Anchor. Can't be nullified. So yeah, top draw this Gabriel Anchor for game. Yeah, so good. So this is a very flexible weapon. Allows you to search. It's a rotave and a weapon. A great weapon. The next weapon we play is Star Saber Asteroid. Asteroid is awesome because it's like the Drago Brave. Pay 1 gauge and 1 life, 5/3. Very good. Very good stats. Alright, and what would Tatsuku's deck be without impacts? Radiant Punisher. So basically he's the Gargantua Punisher for Tatsuku, Star Dragon World. You may cast this card if neither you or your opponent have a monster in the center and have a size 2 or greater neutral on the field. Most of the time you'll be having a size 2 or greater neutral on the field because it has Soul Guard and it is very difficult to remove from the field. So the cost is pretty decent. Alright, then its cast cost is pay 3 gauge and 1 life. Deal 4 damage to your opponent. This card cannot be nullified and the damage cannot be reduced. Okay, there's something very special of this card. Even if it doesn't say that your opponent has to be at 4 life or less or any restrictions. So if even your opponent is at 10 life, you can still cast this for God knows what. So maybe you got time to gauge, just you have 8 life, you can just double drop 8 damage like that. Yeah. So the interesting thing is he doesn't have a gauge cost. So yeah. So I hope you guys enjoy my deck profile on my Star Guardian Jackknife deck. Be sure to add me on Facebook and subscribe to my channel. Peace out and I love you guys. Rawr.